Hello, everyone. Happy New Year to you. Wherever you may be in life's journey, I'm glad that I get to be here with you and that you are here on this earth, on this planet. So, at the end of the year, whenever the end of the year comes, a thing happens on social media, at least in relationship to the people that I follow or that follow me or whatever. And that is a regular publishing of the stack of books that you have read in 2024. And there's an aspect of this that is really really good. It's good to read. I'm an avid reader. One of the things I most want and I pray for when it comes to my children is I pray that they learn to love to read. There's a strong connection between learning to read and loving to read and living a happy and meaningful life. Learning to read is really powerful and really important. But reading and reading books has a purpose. One of the things I like to comment on, and we can have a separate conversation about whether or not this is the right thing to do. But when people post the stack of books that they've read over the course of the year, I like to ask the question, how are you different today than you were when you first began reading those books? One of my favorite saints is Saint Therese of Lisieux, and her story and her life as it relates to reading and continuous learning really challenges me because St. Therese of Lisieux essentially only read two books her whole life, the Bible and An Imitation of Christ by Thomas à Kempis. And she would read these books over and over and over again because she wanted her life to be saturated by its truth. She wanted to soak up everything that the Gospels had to say. She wanted to soak up every inch and every word about Jesus. And she wanted her life to reflect those books. She wanted her life to be a reflection of the imitation of Christ. And she wanted her life to be a reflection of how Jesus loved God and loved neighbor, loved the Father and loved people. And so she picked two books that really brought out the best in her, that transformed her into more and more the person that God made her to be. So the challenge that I'm giving to myself and that I'll invite you to join in as well is, what if you didn't read or try and read 10, 12, 15, 20, 50 books this year? Even if it's on audiobook. What if you didn't try and reach a certain number of books read? What if your goal was to live one book this year? Was to read that book over and over and over and over again until by the end of 2025, your life was a reflection of the truth, beauty, and goodness of that book? How would your life be different if you made that choice? So I'm calling this the One Book Challenge, and I invite you to join me for the One Book Challenge. If you can place in the comment below one book, I'll send you a list of 10 books that have been life-changing for me, that were part of my consideration for my One Book Challenge here in 2025. And you can choose your own book. You can choose from the list of 10, whatever you want to do. God bless you. And remember, you were made to do hard things.